Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today we'll be celebrating everything Star Wars related, and as you can see, as myself, I'm a Star Wars fan too, or nerd, whatever you guys call us nowadays, but yeah. I know most people grew up with the original trilogy, but for me, I grew up watching the prequel trilogy. Episode 1 is not great, but Duel of the Fates is cinema. Episode 2, it has great moments, but the romance between Anakin and Padme was not great. But the one Star Wars movie I remember so much and actually got me into the Star Wars franchise, which is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, this was my Star Wars back then. It's crazy, it's been 20 years since the film came out, and I remember loving this movie a lot, and I never really owned the DVD. I always catch it when it premieres on TV. It was awesome to see it again on the big screen for its 20th anniversary with my brother, and my friend just reminds me, as a kid of how much I enjoyed the film. So to celebrate its 20th anniversary and on Star Wars Day, I'll be looking back at the movie tie-in game that came out on the original Xbox, and I'll be playing it on the Xbox Series X. So let's see if this game holds up in the light side of movie games, or it's one of the dark side of movie games. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the video game, released on May 5th, 2005. It was released on the PS2, original Xbox, Nintendo DS, and Game Boy. There was development on the Nintendo GameCube version and the PSP, but for some reason it got cancelled. It was developed by Collective, the same people who made Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, and published by LucasArts, RIP the GOAT LucasArts. The video game is a single-player campaign following the events of the film. The two playable characters you'll be able to play with, you can play as Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's voiced by James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank, and Obi-Wan from the 2D Clone Wars series and the 3D animated series.
I told you not to follow me, Master Kenobi?
Yes, well, I took a lesson from Anakin and decided not to follow orders. Hey.
Or embrace the dark side as Anakin Skywalker, who's voiced by Matt Lucas in the 2D anime series as well.
Can you eat that?
But Master, you're the one who always taught me to feed off the living force.
That's not what I...
There are 17 missions throughout the game. I find it pretty cool the fact that they actually added footage from the movie to the video game. And I wish they had that in the SpongeBob movie game instead of these crappy PNG screenshots. Alongside with the movie footage, they also have in-game cutscenes, which these are pretty cool as well. And that sometimes I find it pretty awesome that the fact they did better than the movie. Especially this awesome scene with the most coolest moment ever for Obi-Wan having so much aura like a badass.
You'll have to do better than that.
Or this scene where Anakin attacks the Jedi Temple but never saw what happens in the movie, but in the game it's like,
I want access to the temple signal beacon.
On whose authority?
By order of the Supreme Chancellor.
That is not within the Chancellor's power. Only the Jedi Council can authorize access.
The Council is no longer in control.
the gameplay is mainly focused on lightsaber combat. You have your fast attacks, you have your strong attacks, or your critical attacks. You also have force abilities that can use up to your blue bar. You go have force push to push back your enemies, you got force healing that regains your health back, or your lightsaber throw. Once you beat Mission 10, you'll unlock new abilities for Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan has Jedi Mind Trick, where you have enemies to do your bidding. And for the game, they give the coolest thing to Anakin in this game, and he never did it in the movies, which is Force Lightning. This is awesome in my opinion, because when do you ever see Anakin freaking use Force Lightning on somebody? There is an upgrade system where at the end of the level you have these experience points that you can use to upgrade your abilities, and to get these experience points is based on the skill meter that you have. The more you build it up, the bigger the bonus. The system just reminds me a lot of the Devil May Cry style system, which I'm guessing this is what it's based on. I can just imagine the narrator from the game coming to this. There are collectibles in this game called secrets that you can find throughout the level, and some are pretty tricky to find, but you can also just literally search up a YouTube video to see where some of these are. And some of them can give you increased health or force bars, or max out your skill meter for a limited time. Once you find all these secrets, at the end of the level you unlock some cool concept art to see some awesome artwork for the game. Now I think this part was so amazing in my opinion. After completing Mission 16, which is the ending of the movie where Obi-Wan cuts down Anakin and has the high ground, there is an alternative ending where you get to play as Anakin Skywalker in a duel with Obi-Wan, and at the end you get this ending outcome.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
Don't try it!
Excellent work, my apprentice. There are none left to oppose us. The galaxy is ours now. Your new weapon, Lord Vader.
No, the galaxy belongs to me.
As a kid, I actually hate this because, you know, when you're kids, you want to see the good guys win. But I think this is awesome because the developers have their own little what if on their own, and I wish more Star Wars games had something like this. The boss fight / versus mode is a fighting lightsaber combat, and I remember this being so much fun, and it still is. If Star Wars had a fighting game, they should borrow some mechanics from this game, and I remember me and my brother always fighting in this game, and for some reason he always beats me. They also have alternative costumes like Anakin with a red lightsaber or Darth Vader and Count Dooku with a Jedi costume. And I do capture one of the glitches I have in the game where Mace Windu was just running infinitely in the fight.
You ready for this, boy?
Speaking on the boss fights, these boss fights are not playing sometimes because they can do a lot of damage when you're not doing it correctly, especially for me because there's moments when I lost too, especially from the Mace Windu fight, because I'm going to tell you that guy does not play. At last we have cooperative / bonus missions. These are almost similar per se. Cooperative is basically you and a buddy just working together and surviving waves of enemies. Same goes with the bonus missions. The only difference between the two modes is that the bonus missions allow you to play as different characters like Grievous's bodyguards, or play as General Grievous and fight the clones, and having a little boss fight with Obi-Wan at the end. Or play as Master Yoda to defeat the clone troopers in the Jedi Temple. And I think the Yoda one is pretty awesome because, come on, you're playing as freaking Master Yoda, chopping down clone troopers along the process. The one bonus mission, and I absolutely hate it so much, even the level itself, which is the Mustafar stuff. Like, the enemies are way too annoying to deal with in this level, and they do stupid amount of damage. Like, just why? Why would you do that? And at least you get to kill the Separatists with these guys, because there's a section where you get to kill these guys. The boss fight with Gunray was so annoying as well, because you get to fight his minions and him in his ship at the same time, and he does way too much damage that can literally two-shot you. And I hate this level. I never want to play this mission again, and heck no. It's just way too much. And the bonus mission itself is basically a speed run. You have to speed your way out of the level to get to the end. And with these PS2 platform stuff, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. At the end of the day, Revenge of the Sith, the video game, is one of the best movie tie-in games I ever played, and it's personally my favorite one. And I know there's a lot of Star Wars games that are much better than this, but this just brings me a lot of nostalgia for this game. And come on, like, as a kid playing the movie game for it, it's so much fun, and especially playing with your favorite characters like Obi-Wan and Anakin, which personally for me, Obi-Wan's my favorite one. But if you guys have an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation emulator or something like that, highly recommend it. Play it. Go out and play this game. It's one of my personal favorite ones. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Go out and play it. So, also subscribe to our podcast where we're doing every Saturday. We're trying to get it back up and running again. It was because we've been in a hiatus because me and my friend have been, doing a lot of personal stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoy some of the podcasts that we're going to do and some of the topics we're going to talk about. So, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to share this video out as many possible. Get this channel growing. And may the Force be with you.